welcome. If you're new, my name is Melinda. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I refresh my hair. I do have naturally wavy hair, and after my wash day, once I sleep on my hair, it can tend to get just like bent out of shape. My curls and my waves kind of get stretched out. And so I'm going to show you a product that helps me get the most definition and separation out of my curls, and it just helps me to be able to go longer in between wash days. This is my absolute favorite refreshing routine. It works for me every single time, and the product that I show you guys in this video is so amazing. I am obsessed with it. So if you're interested in seeing what my refresh routine looks like, then just keep watching. Okay, you guys, so this is what my hair looks like as soon as I wake up. Honestly, it's not even as bad as it normally is, which is really annoying that I decided to film today and my hair isn't like as bad as it could be. But this side is looking a little bit janky. I don't know if you can tell on camera or not, but like this piece is super stretched out, and then a bunch of these curls are just kind of like bent up and looking a little bit janky. This side looks pretty good. The waves are still all pretty even, and nothing is like crazy bent out of shape. This piece is a little bit stretched out. But yeah, so I am going to go ahead and show you guys how I refresh my hair. It's super simple, but it works really well for me every single time, and I really love my routine. So let's get straight into it. Okay, so I start by sectioning my hair into 4 different sections. I'll split it down the middle, and then I'll split each of these sections into 2. So then I'll take my hand about here and just take this whole top layer and set it over on the other side. And then I just take a spray bottle of water. This is just water, it's just in an old bottle. And I will just start to spray my entire section of hair down. You don't want it dripping, but you do want to get it pretty wet.
That's what she said.
You basically want to get it wet enough to where when you start to scrunch it, it's actually reshaping your curls, if that makes sense, because obviously that's the whole point of it. And like if I started scrunching this hair, it would do absolutely nothing. It's not gonna give me any more curl definition. So just spray it a little bit and then start to scrunch it, and you can kind of see if the curls are kind of starting to bounce back up or not. And if not, then you should add a little bit more water. And I make sure to spray all the way up to the root, or else that'll get like really frizzy. I have noticed ever since I bleached my hair that I don't have to use as much water. Ow, I just sprayed myself in the face. Because I think it's because maybe the hair cuticle is already so opened up from being bleached that it just absorbs all the water, so I can use less water, but my hair feels more damp, and I can still redefine my curls using less water, if that makes sense. Okay, so that's good. And I also don't like to use too much water because my hair does take a really long time to dry, so I will get like just to the point of using enough water without using too much, so my hair doesn't take like 4 hours to dry. Okay, and now my favorite product ever that gives me the absolute most curl definition is this Woman to Woman Naturals, the Gorgeous Collection Leave-In Conditioner. So this has protein in it, and I don't use a whole ton of this. This is actually my 3rd bottle. I absolutely love this stuff. I don't use a ton of it. I probably use about 10 sprays per section, and that will pretty much do it. I have like saturated my hair in this before, and it just makes me run through the bottle so fast, and you don't really need to do that. So I just saturate my hair with the water first, and then like I said, do like 10 to 15 sprays to cover the whole section. And then I'll just kind of scrunch this in. They changed the scent on it recently, and I like the old scent better. It was more of like a coconutty smell, and I don't normally like that smell, but I really loved it in this product. And then I'll add more water to any of my sections that are looking a little bit more dry. And then I'll just continue to scrunch it. And sometimes I'll do this pulsing motion where you scrunch it up and then just pulse your hand like this. That helps a lot with curl definition. But protein, basically, when your hair is over moisturized by deep conditioners and hydrating products, your curls can tend to be weighed down and really stretched out, but the protein kind of helps to add strength back to your hair so it can actually hold itself up in a curl. This product will give me curl definition today, but it'll also help me to most likely be able to wear my hair again tomorrow without having to refresh it again. So that product will allow me to wear my hair for multiple days without having to refresh it every single time. Especially if you have bleached hair, you do want to get that protein back in your hair. You don't want to do too much protein. You do want to have a good protein to moisture balance. If you have too much protein, your hair could break off. If you have too much moisture, your curls won't really be able to bounce themselves back up. So now that I've done that section, I'm going to start with this next section, but while it's flipped over, I'm going to go ahead and spray the underside of it just because that's easier. So I know I'm spraying on top, but once I flip this side over, that'll be underneath. And it just helps me to get my hair more evenly damp. Okay, now I'm gonna flip it. So I go roughly in the middle. It doesn't have to be perfect. And you wanna make sure you get the back too. And I basically just do that for every single section. I kind of get it damp with the spray bottle and then do a couple of squirts of the protein leave-in. And that also helps, since it is a leave-in conditioner, it kind of helps to tame the frizz and seal in your ends and make your hair look like softer and shinier and not as frizzy. So a lot of girls, when they refresh their hair the next day, they will add more of their styling product. I don't do that just because I do tend to apply enough the first day. And if I add more, it'll make my hair look like almost like a gel cast that you can't break off, if that makes sense. Like it'll just look a little bit crispy and hard and I feel like I can't fix it. But that being said, if I do feel like I didn't apply enough products the day before when I washed my hair, then that is when I will add a little bit more of my styling product just to kind of tame a little bit more of the frizz. Okay, so now I'm gonna add more of the protein. And then I just scrunch it in. And these front pieces aren't really changing shape when I'm scrunching them, so I'm gonna add more water. Which my hair has lost a little bit of its curl definition just from bleaching my hair, but I kind of know how much I can get out of it and it can look better than this. So. But honestly, every single day is different, so don't get frustrated with your hair if it looks more curlier one day and then less curly or wavy the next day. That's totally normal. It's gonna dry differently every single day. Okay, so now I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side and I'll probably just speed through this part. Okay, so my hair is fully saturated in the water and the products and I have scrunched it in, and now I don't continue to scrunch it throughout the day. I would just let this sit and kind of form the curls. If I keep scrunching it all day, that'll just add more frizz to my hair. So I will leave it, and I'm not gonna be like changing my shirt and like pulling a lot of things over my head because again, that'll just disrupt the curls that are trying to form. So I will just kind of ignore my hair until it's fully dry, and then we will see what it looks like. So I will be back. It'll probably take like 4 to 5 hours for my hair to fully air dry. So I will be back whenever it's dry to show you guys the final result. Okay guys, so it has been 4 hours and my hair is completely dry now. So what I'm going to do, since I did re-wet my hair, it kind of reactivated my styling products and actually gave me a little bit of a gel cast. So I'm just going to scrunch my hair and kind of mess it up a little bit so it's not so like flat and pressed down. So if you don't know what a gel cast is, basically it just makes your hair a little bit hard. So when you scrunch it, it breaks that off and it's not as stiff, and it makes your hair look a little bit softer and gives you more volume too. And then I actually like to part my hair on the side. Okay, so I went ahead and straightened my bangs too, but hopefully y'all will be able to tell the difference. As you can see, I have a lot more definition and my waves just look a lot more even. Before, I kind of had some pieces that were still like a little bit curled, and then some that were stretched out completely and straight, and then some that were just completely bent out of shape. So this just gives me and even overall texture again, which I really love. And honestly, I'll just refresh my hair anytime that I need to, like any day. Like I said, some days I'll wake up and my hair looks perfectly fine, and then some days it's a little bit more frizzy and messy and my curls and waves are like kind of bent out of shape and looking a little bit janky. So I would just refresh my hair if I want to wear it down for another day. So yeah, I do not pineapple my hair or anything like that. I will just do this refresh method. I don't mind doing that. I just haven't had that much luck with trying to pineapple my hair. That's basically where you like put it up in a bun on top of your head. I don't know. I don't know if I can't get the technique down or if it just doesn't work for me, but I feel like it kind of stretches my curls out and then I would have to refresh anyways. So I would just rather skip that step and just refresh whenever I want to wear my hair down. So yeah, guys, that completes this video. If you want to see other videos on how curly my hair used to be before I bleached the crap out of it, you can go and watch my other videos. I definitely used to have more of a curl, but the bleaching has kind of stretched my waves out, which I don't mind. I will sacrifice it to have pink hair because I absolutely love my pink hair. So yeah, I hope this video was helpful for you guys. Definitely let me know down below if you have any other questions about products or just my hair type in general and what works for me. But I do plan on making more curly hair related videos in the future. So if you're interested in seeing those, then definitely subscribe to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up if it was helpful, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.